One side burns hotter than hell, the other freezes colder than the South Pole. From a distance, it's just a gray rock, but hidden in the silence are secrets that could rewrite the solar system's history. Welcome to Mercury. Welcome to the edge of the solar system's extremes. No, not the farthest world, but the closest one to the sun, a place of fire and ice, speed and silence. The mysterious planet Mercury. Most people forget about it. Venus is hotter, Mars is more famous, Jupiter is the giant. But Mercury, it hides secrets that can rewrite our understanding of the solar system. So, let's dive into this tiny, scorching, frozen world and discover why Mercury is way more fascinating than you ever imagined. Mercury is the first planet from the Sun, orbiting just 58 million kilometers away. That's less than half the distance from Earth to the Sun. From space, it looks like a small, gray, battered rock, almost like our moon. But don't let appearances fool you. This is a world of extremes. Here's the wild part. One day on Mercury is 176 Earth days long. Yes, you heard that right. If you stood on Mercury's surface, you'd wait almost 6 months for the sun to rise again in the same spot. And while you wait, the temperature swings are brutal. On the day side, the surface can reach 430 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. On the night side, it drops to minus 180 degrees Celsius, colder than Antarctica. So in one world, you get the oven and the freezer. No atmosphere thick enough to protect you, just raw space. Mercury is the fastest planet in the solar system. It races around the sun in just 88 Earth days. That's why the Romans named it after their messenger god, Mercury, fast, clever, always moving. From Earth, Mercury is tricky to see. It never strays far from the sun in the sky. Only just before sunrise or just after sunset, you might catch a quick glimpse of this elusive planet. Now here's a mystery. Mercury is small but heavy. It's the second densest planet in the solar system, right after Earth. Why? Because more than half of Mercury is its giant iron core. In fact, its core takes up 85% of the planet's radius, compared to Earth's 55%. It's basically an iron ball with a thin, rocky shell. Scientists think something dramatic happened. Maybe billions of years ago, a giant asteroid smashed into Mercury and stripped away much of its outer layers. What was left? The metal heart of the planet. Wait, how can a planet that close to the sun have ice? Here's the shocker. Mercury has frozen water at its poles. Because Mercury's axis is almost upright, there are craters at the poles that never see sunlight. These shadowed craters act like cosmic freezers, trapping ice for billions of years. NASA's Messenger spacecraft confirmed it. Yes, ice on the closest planet to the sun. Mercury may look dead, but it's not. It actually has a magnetic field, just like Earth. That means its iron core is partly molten, still moving, still alive. This is incredible because small planets usually cool down and die quickly. Mercury refuses to follow the rules. If you could walk on Mercury, you'd see a land covered in craters, cliffs, and cracks. One of its largest craters, the Caloris Basin, is over 1,500 kilometers wide, the result of a massive asteroid impact billions of years ago. And the cliffs, they're called scarps, huge cliffs stretching for hundreds of kilometers. They formed when Mercury's core cooled and the whole planet shrunk like a dried up apple. Yes, Mercury is literally smaller today than it was when it formed. With its deadly temperatures, no atmosphere, and high radiation, Mercury is one of the least likely places for life. But scientists are still curious, not because life could thrive there, but because studying its extreme environment helps us understand planets in other solar systems. Only 2 missions have ever visited Mercury. Mariner 10 in the 1970s gave us our first close-up look. Then, Messenger orbited Mercury from 2011 to 2015, mapping its surface, studying its core, and discovering ice. And now, a new mission is on the way, Bepi Colombo, a joint project by Europe and Japan. It's currently traveling through space and will arrive in 2025. What secrets will it reveal? We'll find out soon. So why care about this little gray rock? Because Mercury is like a time capsule. It hasn't changed much in billions of years. By studying it, we're peeking back into the early days of the solar system. It tells us about the chaos, the collisions, the violence that shaped not only Mercury, but Earth too. Mercury may not have oceans like Earth, volcanoes like Venus, or life like us, but it's a survivor. A tiny, scarred, blazing world that defied the odds, the first planet, the fastest traveler, and a reminder that even the smallest worlds can hold the biggest mysteries. So next time you look up at the evening sky and see that tiny point of light near the horizon, remember you're looking at Mercury, the Sun's closest neighbor and one of the most extreme planets in the universe. If you enjoyed this journey to Mercury, please give the video a like and subscribe to Mithra Centauri for more epic space stories. Got questions about anything in this video? Drop them in the comments. And tell us what cosmic topic you want us to explore next. Your ideas shape our next deep dive. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss a launch.